All right, everybody. It looks like we are here for late night, Tuesday night gun chat. It's really not late here in Alaska. It's late for you guys on the East Coast. It's almost 11 o'clock there, I assume. Yeah, no, almost 10 o'clock there. And anyway, we are just talking about guns, ammo, hunting, fishing, Alaska, politics, whatever you guys want to talk about, and those kinds of things. If you haven't seen one of these before, you just put in your questions. I give you my answers. My answers are worth exactly what you paid for it. Half of you know more than I do. So it ends up being a fun discussion. So, anyway, that's that. Make sure you get a comment in the chat because I will shout out the chat in a few minutes. Let you know what's going on, everyone. We tried out an MDT chassis recently. Video coming out on that. CV Life sent me some stuff to try out. Some full videos coming out on that. I do want to thank them. They sent me a really awesome carbon fiber tripod. It was better than the Sunaway Photo one. Yeah, so there you go. Since I had a negative experience with the Sunway Photo one. And anyway, so yeah, there's that. They sent me some stuff, so that's going to be a review. I still got to finish filming um, the takedown on this ELDX versus Terminal Ascent. Going to be really surprised. So make sure you check that out. So that's going to be coming up in the next few weeks. Hopefully, next few days I'll be able to film that. Maybe Friday or something like that while everybody else is out shopping. So that's the idea. Anyway, guys, thanks for coming on in. I see we got about 12 people in here. Make sure you put your name in the chat. Oh, and don't forget, over on my X feed, you need to comment to win this Hyperion Munitions precise trigger control. So go over there. It works. It works. What it basically does is mechanically takes all the creep out of your trigger. So it feels really good. It may not lighten it a little bit. It does, but it may not lighten it tons. But it makes a mil-spec trigger feel really, really good compared to what a mil-spec trigger usually feels like. So there's that. Um, so make sure you do that and take all the slop out of your gun if you don't win it. But we are having a contest. I'm probably going to end it next week. So make sure that you do that. I can stick this in a $4 envelope and get it to you. So prepaid shipping envelope at the mail. So that's that. So make sure you guys go over to my Twitter X feed, check that out, and we will make sure we get that to you if you're the winner. All right. So good, a lot of good stuff. I'm going to go ahead and shout out the chat. So make sure you um, uh, make sure you get your get your chats in right there. All right. Hello, Chuck and chat. What's up, Curmudgeon? What is up, 67 Rebel SST AMC? Good to see you. Christopher Abernathy, what's up? Manuel Clausen, how you doing? Brutal Bob, good evening. How you doing, Brutal Bob? Good evening, everyone. What's up, David Posey? So I don't have one. What is a 270 Win? Nothing nobody needs. Nobody likes that caliber. Not around here anyway. I'm just kidding. All right, what's your favorite 300 Win Mag bullets? The actual projectile coming out then is what I define bullets, not like loaded ammunition. I like the Barnes 190 grain LRX. No surprise there. Haven't got it to be real accurate yet. We're working on it. I like the Hornady 190 grain CX. Those are the two that I've had almost about inch groups with in mine. It, some reason my rifle loved the 165 grain TTSX. It was pretty good. It shot it pretty well, and then it loved the North Fork 180 grain as well. So those are, I'd say the LRX, the North Fork, and the TTSX are my favorite. It loved the 165 grain TTSX. Hates the 165 grain CX from Hornady, at least in their factory load. What's up, KL? How you doing? What sight or optic would you recommend for a 4570? Leupold Scout Scope. Leupold Scout Scope that you could mount on a front rail, so that way you pick it up so much faster. It needs to be a 1.5 or 1 to 4. The Vortex one is not that clear compared. So of course that's Vortex. What do you expect? So that's that. Yeah, Leupold Scout Scope. If you don't want any magnification, honestly, I would go with something like a EOTech, an EOTech, or um, something that you can throw up real quick for bear defense. So, what's up, Jim Stoffel? It's good to see you, brother. Fluffy 10 millimeter Jeep guy. There we go. Justin Perriman here. What's up, Busted Base? How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. Actually, took my bass guitar out the other day, and I've got to solder the um, connections back together. So, like, it's got powered pickups, so the batteries got to solid. I got to solder them back together. What I really want is new pickups in it that don't take batteries. I don't want powered pickups because I realize you don't have to. Like, you can bust some windows with those powered pickups. You don't have to turn the amp up very loud at all with those powered pickups. So, that's just that. But yeah. Anyway. But you reminded me I actually broke my bass out the other day. I was like, "Oh, crap. That doesn't work." So, anyway, uh, what would you guys like to talk about tonight? So, get your questions in and get your stuff there. So, okay, favorite. Okay, so my brain is thinking range brass pickup, and you're thinking Aguila. Aguilar is one of my favorite of mine for pickups. Okay, cool. I'll look into them. I took it to a music store locally, and they're like, "We don't have anything that would fit that." And I'm like, "Crap," you know. Since I don't want power pickups, I don't think a bass should be reliant upon a battery. Okay, so there's that. So worth it to get into 6.5 core or when I have a 300 win? I don't think so. Let me try to get you to the other side here. Let me get you to the dark side here, Daquan. And thank you, by the way, for being in the chat and appreciate the questions. Um, I love 300 Win Mag. 300 Win Mag is by far the better hunting cartridge. Not even close. Can you kill big game animals in Alaska with a 6.5 Creedmoor? Absolutely. I've killed a big cow caribou. I killed a big moose with my 6.5 by 284 up here. So barely a little bit more power. And is what it is. So um, I think that having a 6.5 Creedmoor is just for fun shooting. Um, if you take big game animals with it, great. Um, it is perfectly okay to take big game animals with a 6.5 Creedmoor, with the right bullet and the right shot placement, obviously. Um, you're going to spend a lot less money on ammo. I mean, Creedmoor ammo is what, 30 to, for decent stuff, is like 25 to $40 a box. Maybe a little bit more for the expensive stuff here. Here, in bear country, 300 Win Mags starting at $44 a box. That's the cheapest stuff you can find, and going up to $80 a box. So if you aren't hand loading, or even if you are hand loading, you're going to save a lot of money. And 6.5 Creedmoor is just a perfectly fun caliber to shoot. You don't have all that recoil. You don't have all that stuff. You'll just enjoy shooting it. Like, it's easy to get long range with. It's not as hard as some of the ones that you have to dial up a lot, like 308. So there is that. Big Slinkin, I really haven't studied yet. I have not. I have not studied any of that yet. I have not looked at it. All I know is I read one article that person's anti-gun. So kind of is what it is. I don't know. All right, might have been another person, that kind of thing. What's up, Hunter Kirk? How you doing, brother? Besides, Daquan, let me give you this. It's an excuse to buy another gun. You're welcome. Yes, they're anti-gun. Yep. What's up, Ken? Makes the best hard cats bullets on the planet. There you go. Make sure you go check out Ken at ckbcastbullets.com. I think this is going to be a shorter chat because I just heard my family getting home, and I don't want to spend too many times with them. Yeah, exactly. Tell your wife to look for a Black Friday deal for you. So that's the one thing about being Signal. You're always Black Friday shopping for guns for yourself. So there is that. There is that. So what's up, Enigmatic Gwitchin? If y'all hadn't seen his channel, go over there. Temps are starting to dip here, -10. Yeah, that's warm there, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, it's supposed to go down tonight too. Not looking forward to that. Might have to go start my car tonight. I was in Cabela's yesterday. They had shelves full of ammo, even calibers I haven't seen in years, and they even had odd calibers. Interesting. Interesting. Are they come down on prices at all? So, what is up, Travis Chapin? How you doing, brother? It's almost 10 above yesterday. That's a 20-degree drop. I can do my seventh grade math or sixth grade math or negative number math, whatever you, five, fifth grade math. So there is that. Hope you're having a good night. I hope all your family's doing good. I gotta go. Okay, have a good one. Sorry we got started a little bit later tonight, so there is that. All right. Not much, still short here. Yeah, there you go. Heard that. So yeah. So anyway, I'm trying to work with MDT on a magazine issue. So y'all be waiting for that video. Check it out. So oh, I did not know this, Travis Chapin. So I was just uh watching the flat electrician and his story on the British pilot who was a double amputee, Boda, um went who fought a lot of Germans in World War II as a double flying ace, triple, four, quadruple flying ace, something like that. Yeah, I don't think they're going to. I don't think they're going to. Oh, really? They had enough large rifle magnum primers at Sportsman's? Entry. The Fat Electrician is a great channel. Like I listen to him on the way home every day. Turn this video screen away so I don't have to watch. He is hilarious the way he tells stories. Like I just love the way he tells stories. Like he is so good at it, and I love the way he trolls the keyboard warriors and stuff like that. So yeah, it's hilarious. Order them online. Oh, so you can order them online at Sportsman's and pick them up in the store? That's interesting. Might have to try that because 2,000 rounds at 120K, that's 60 bucks a brick, and that's cheap. So dead on arrival, I didn't even think use it. Yeah, I know. Yeah, he's just gonna say what he thinks. I love him. Yep. So cool. Well, guys, now you know how to get some large rifle primers. I have plenty. 67 Rebel SST showed you all how to get them. Yep. I don't like Grizzly ammo at all. I found it too inconsistent. I've seen pressure issues. I've seen blown primers that weren't pressure issues. They literally did not have the hole drilled correctly in the back of the casing to seat the primer. The hole was too loose. When I went to seat another primer after um, resizing it, another primer just fell out. So I've seen pressure primers fall out for not being pressure signs, but literally being the hole wasn't big enough or it's too big. Excuse me. Oh, 120 per thousand. Oh, never mind. Yeah, that's not very good. But if you gotta have them, gotta have them. Oh yeah, there's plenty of copper. Norma makes that Eco Speed. There's a couple made by CCI, I think. When did I grow antlers? Kind of is what it is. What's up, Joel McKinney? How you doing, brother? Good to see you here. Yeah, I'm sorry, I can't bring myself to buy primers at $120 a thousand. I just can't do it. What's up, David Martin? I know you were joking. I know you were joking. I was trying to think of a smart aleck comeback for that Travis, and it just wasn't happening tonight. My brain isn't there. I'm sorry, brother. So, yeah. Enigmatic Glitching, did you get a moose this year? Did you get any moose? He's second airborne. There you go. I wish I was. I wish I'd served, but I didn't. So I regret that decision a little bit. Yeah, that's not going to happen. You'd have to go into a longer action of an AR-10, Wade, um, or even some of the models that are stretched even further than an AR-10 to accommodate 300 Win Mag and stuff like that. Hey, what's up, Warren Ambrose? My father was in the 45th Infantry Division in World War II. Well, thank your father. If he's still alive, if he's not with us, I'm sorry, and thank you for your service. So, oh yeah, 30-60 AR has been made for years, man. That's a Nemo. Um, and then there's also a few others that made 300 Win Mag, and now they're making a 300 Win Mag that's actually affordable, and that's the Great Lakes Firearms. Go check out Great Lakes Firearms. They're the ones that make that. It looks nice. I haven't shot one, but I've held one. It looks nice. It looks like all the quality you'd see in an Arrow Precision, at least. Like, it is kind of is what it is. Yeah, most CLP is going to clean up your copper and lead. You can get a little bit of copper dissolver. That'll help too. I'm sorry about that, Travis. That's a long life. He fought in World War II in the 45th Infantry, which makes him at least what, 95, 100, 94. Yeah, thank you. I was trying to do the math. Sorry for your loss. 67 Rebel SSTMC. What are they? Federal Gold Medal or Federal Champion or Winchester? What are that? Are 120. So there you go, Big Slinkin. If you don't know where the primers are, you ain't Big Slinkin. Gotta be Big Slinkin. Oh yeah, you were telling me about that. Planes all over, flying low, scaring moose away from hunting areas. Yep. Yep. Luminous Dave, to get to your question, by the way, you're welcome, Travis Chapin. To get to your question, the ones I've seen are reliable but ammo picky. The one I have in my possession right now, like I've only found one type of ammo. It shoots it great. That's good. Um, but my buddies, my camera guys that comes out with me sometimes, his did not like the extreme penetrators in 454. His was in 454 Casull, and the extreme penetrators were too long, which means a lot of your hard cast lead that are the longer bullets are going to be too long for it as well. But there was he was shooting a bonded flat nose full metal jacket, and it was feeding just fine. So it was definitely ammo picky. Absolutely, it's a good option for bears, but you got to waterproof your shells, and you need to only use slugs. So no buckshot, slugs only. Weight, it's a lot heavier in a M1. Weight and magazine capacity. Oh yeah, Marlin is better than Rossi. Henry's better than Marlin for a while there anyway. Not now. So people say this all the time. I don't know why they say this. 38 special has to be crimped. I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. Most revolvers have to be roll crimped, and 9 millimeter doesn't. 38 special has to have that case mouth expanded, and 357 sig doesn't. So there's like I don't see how people all a handgun ammo is equally easy to reload. Yeah. So White River primers. Never heard of those. Your your wife's Henry 45 LC doesn't like to feed the long solid copper loads. There you go. Yep, 38 needs a crimp. There you go. Appreciate that. And yeah, there you go. Yeah, so like 9 millimeter, you don't have to crimp. So 9 millimeter would be easier to reload than 38 special. I mean, because you don't have to crimp 9 millimeter. Like I've never crimped it. So yeah, all revolver cartridges need a crimp. 10 millimeter 357 sig need a crimp. 45 and 9 millimeter do not, according to the Hornady manual. So American company out of Arkansas, cool. Yeah, that's the new one that we're trying to start, I guess. Regular primers are about 10 to 15% less flash. Yep. Yeah, 4440 needs a crimp. Yep. 4570. Any of those straight necked rifle cartridges pretty much need a crimp. So there's that. Um, yeah. And it takes a little bit. It's just an extra step and an extra die. So people keep saying, "Oh, 38 special is easy to reload." I hear that all the time. I go, "Well, it's no easier than 357 Magnum or 44 Magnum, and it's definitely not easier than cartridges that don't need a crimp like 9 and 45. You only have to run it through 3 dies there. Well, your crimp, you have to run it through either your bullet seeder die set to crimp or the roll crimp of a crimping die. You got to run it through there. So, yep, they all need a crimp. So, just like so, people I've heard that before. 38 specials easy to reload. No, it's not. There you go. Does a nice job. Kind of fun. All right. Wood stock lever action or those polymer or something, not wood stock lever action. You live out where it's cold and stuff, really cold. Luminous Dave. So I would say get a polymer because you don't have any chance of it warping. So you're welcome, KL. Yeah, all of my centerfire rifle rounds I put a very light crimp on. Um, and the reason is, especially if I run them in semi-auto, so that the bullet doesn't hit the feed ramp and get set back. I've seen that happen before on a round that wasn't crimped properly, like 223. But even if I'm only running a bolt gun, like 6.5 by 284 or 338 Winchester Magnum, even if I'm only running it in a bolt gun, I crimp it because that was dropped in the Sag River, recovered, and the ammo that was in it shot fine. So yeah, you can get it to do both in one, but yeah, there's that. So crimping either rolls the casing up against the bullet in a roll crimp, or it's in a factory crimp. It smashes it against the bullet, smashes it just a little bit, and this helps with neck tension. It helps with waterproofing and a lot of other stuff. So that is, yeah. Um, you should consult your manuals as to which rifles do and do not require a crimp. So, yeah, I love my 6.5 284. My sister and her husband got a Ruger S-Far. They are nice rifle. Wish they got in different scopes for them. Yeah, there's that. I have not. I am not an HK guy. So SP89s, yeah. All right, Inmatic and you have a blessed night too. So, taper cranks work fine with most rifle hand loads. Yeah, yeah, they do. So, have a good night, Gary. I don't know which one of you's Gary, but I guess Inmatic is that you? So, I have crimped when applicable. Yeah. Excuse me. Sorry. Sorry. Been a long day. Been a long day. So, yeah, we're gonna just do just another 5 to 10 minutes here. So get your questions in and your stories and all that kind of stuff. Hoping to get this place organized, get back to hand loading, get back to testing some ammo. So going to 18 here in Virginia in a few days. You mean 18 degrees? Man, I'd love 18 degrees. That's shorts weather. I'm literally walked outside with shorts today. It was like 26, 27. I'm like, oh, that's not bad. Have you seen the 817 223 HMR neck down 223 4,400 feet per second? Yeah. Yes, I have. That would be fast. So that yawn made me sleepy. Man, I'm so sleepy. I almost didn't do this tonight and decided to crawl into bed, but I decided I couldn't leave you guys unsupervised. In my defense, I was left unsupervised. So what's up, Buster Base? So yeah, that's that. So yeah. So I ain't got a lot to talk about tonight. I finally put the anechoic can on the 300 Win Mag. It did not improve accuracy. I did finally shoot my 300 Win Mag with um, the stock being rebedded. So there you go. Go get some. Yeah, there you go. I heard that. I'm unsupervised and the possibilities are endless. Yeah, I heard that. Well, y'all, we're just gonna go ahead and call it a night, and I hope everybody has a good night. And oh, we got a question here. So, have you ever heard of reduced 4570 load using 458 round ball and trail bass powder used for small game plinking? No, I have not. I've been shooting the Hornady Sub X. They make the Subsonic X bullet in Sub X bullet in 4570, and it's a 410 grain bullet, and I love it. I love that load. It's a great load. Yeah, I'm not. I don't have that, so 308 or 303 Brit or 8 millimeter Mauser. 8 millimeter Mauser is way more powerful. But we're Americans. We choose 30-06 over that. Okay. All right. So I was going to get off here, but people start asking questions. I like that. Killer Smith, what's your take on the 270 WSM? First and foremost, it's a great cartridge. I would rather go the modern 6.8 Western though, because you get that fast twist rate and you get shoot those larger bullets with higher BCs. Um, it's essentially the same casing, if I remember correctly. They just took a little neck more, worked the neck down a little bit, but yeah, essentially the same casing. So, yeah, I would go 6.8 Western over 270 WSM. I definitely go 6.8 Western over 270 Winchester. There you go. Call it, AB. It'll be time to get up and go to work before you know it. Later, Chief. All right, man. I'll see you. Take care, guys. All right. I have a 303 and had an 8 millimeters. Both are great. I prefer the 30-06. There you go, because you're an American. Exactly. So, y'all take care, guys. Have a good night. Godspeed. Good hunting to all of y'all. And, hey, yeah, 8 millimeters Mauser with 200 grain bullets. Yeah, that sounds awesome. That sounds like fun. All right, guys. Y'all take care. Godspeed. Good hunting. Don't forget to visit my arms directory page or my Twitter X feed. Don't forget, we got the Hyperion munitions contest going on. All right. Go over to my Twitter X feed. I just released a video on this. Go over to my Twitter X feed and you can comment there to get entered. And this will take all the slack out of your, yeah, and I did put the Allen wrench back. This will take all the slack right out of your trigger. So that's that. And you can take put it on a mil spec trigger, and spec trigger will take up all the over travel and all that kind of stuff. So it's pretty cool. All right, guys. Godspeed. Good hunting to all y'all.